Welcome, I'm Jenna, and this will be a 1 hour vinyasa flow, and we will work on the root chakra. Chakras are energy centers in the body, so the root chakra is the lowest one along the spine. Today we will be working a lot on our foundation, which is the feet, the legs, and the hips. So we'll both be strengthening them as well as opening them. We will ease into the practice, but there will be some challenging poses. So I always encourage to be open, stay open in your practice. So always be open to trying out something that you may have not even tried before. And always be open to releasing a pose, to releasing a shape or a variation if you feel like it's really not serving your body today. If you're a very seasoned yogi, doesn't matter if you're not, this is also good for beginners. I'll give you a lot of modifications. But if you're a seasoned yogi, we'll also be working with the Mula Bandha, the root lock, and I'll be explaining how to activate it throughout the class so that you can experience this sense of stability, this sense of lightness, especially in the shapes where you need to balance and you need to find that sense of stability and lightness. We'll get started lying down on our backs. It's really helpful if you can have 2 blocks, at least one, maybe a book if you don't have blocks. Make sure you have your block within hands distance and come lay down on the back. We'll begin in Savasana. Claim your space, let the palms open, let the feet open. Feel your contact points with the earth and feel your body just melting down. Feel yourself supported. Let's take 2 clearing breaths to clear the slate. Deep breath in through your nose, fill up all the way to the top. Hold. Open your mouth and let it go. Can you become a little bit heavier? Once more, deep breath in, fill up all the way to the top. Hold and pause. Open your mouth and let it go. Fully dropping into your body, into this moment right here. Close the lips and just observe your own natural breath for a moment. Notice if there is something lingering in the body, in the mind, lingering from the day, something that you may have to do later. You can set that aside for now. This is your time. Observe what is present. A big aspect of the root chakra, our foundation, is acceptance, accepting where you are right now and knowing that it is exactly where you're supposed to be on your journey. It is okay. Not wanting for things to be different, not craving for something else that is not your experience, just being with what is. That's when the changes can start to happen. If you haven't done so already, start to deepen the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. If ocean breath, victorious breath, ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can start to activate it. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, just deep, equal, long breaths, equal inhales to equal exhales. Take a moment to set your practice an intention. Maybe it is something connected to this idea of your roots, your foundation, stability, security. Take 3 more breaths with your intention. Really sealing it in. Next, inhale, hug the knees into the chest. You can keep your eyes closed. Give yourself a good squeeze. Feel free to move in any way that is really calling for you, rocking a little bit, maybe massaging the hip creases by circling the knees apart and back together. Breath is strong, breath is smooth. Come back to center, set your feet back onto the floor, knees are bent. Grab your block and place it in between your thighs. You really want to be able to squeeze the block with your thighs, and you want to make sure that your knees and your feet stay hip width apart. They're not more narrow or they don't splay out. That's why we use the block to keep this distance. Make sure you can grace your heels with your middle fingers, and then you can just press the arms alongside the body. Inhale, peel the lower back, mid back, upper back off of the floor, bridge pose. Exhale, lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Inhale, lift, squeeze the glutes at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, squeeze the glutes at the top, crush that block in between your thighs. Exhale, slowly lower. Twice more at the pace of your own breath. And the next time you lift, pause there. Interlace the hands behind your back, really press the palms together, snuggle the shoulder blades together, expand through the front of the body. The legs are strong, press onto the heels. Option to add on, you can come onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels off of the floor. Really press the heels forward, keep lifting through the hips, squeeze the palms together. Big inhale. Steady exhale, squeeze the belly in. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands, slowly lower the heels, slowly lower the spine onto the mat. Remove your block. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees fall together. Sleeping butterfly, or rather broken bridge. Feet as wide as the mat, knees together. Open your arms a little bit wider so that you can really relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, feel the whole spine grounding down. Separate your knees a little bit. Keep the feet as wide as the mat. Maybe you need to shift your hips a little bit to the left as you allow the legs to fall over to the right. Gentle twist. You should feel an opening through the left hip flexor, front of the body on the left side. Make sure your palms face up, arms are in a T shape. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften the forehead, soften the jaw. Inhale, lift the legs back up and center. Make sure your feet are as wide as the mat. Shift the hips to the center just to reset. And then you can move the hips a little bit over to the right. Let the legs fall over to the left. Now you should feel an opening through the right hip flexor, front of the right thigh, right side body. Deep breath in. Long breath out, feel yourself heavy. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Next, inhale, bring the legs back up to center. Make sure your hips are in the center line. Hug your knees back into the chest. This time, squeeze the knees in even closer. Bring your nose towards the knees. You may want to grab behind the thighs. Make yourself nice and compact and start to rock on the whole length of your spine. Taking big rocks so you get a good massage. Tuck the chin in. Try to keep the heels close to your buttocks. I know they want to swing up high. And then eventually you create enough momentum to come into a standing forward fold. Maybe you need to use the hands. Have the feet as wide as your hips. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold, and just hang here. Any variation with the arms that feels good for you, that allows you to soften completely through the upper body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come halfway up. Now you want to make sure that there's at least your thighs distance from the knee to the hip at the top of your mat. So a little bit of space. Heel toe your feet together. My mic is flying around. Heel toe your feet together. Lift the heels off of the floor. Start to bend the knees so that you can set the knees down and come into a toe squat. If this already feels like too much for you, you can bring the hands further forward so that you ease the weight off of the heels. Make sure you have even the little toe tucked under, so you need to help manually. A lot of the times the little toe is a little bit stubborn. If you feel comfortable here, have the hands on your lap and start to breathe. Inhale to expand. Exhale, gentle squeeze. Pull the belly in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze. One more breath in. Exhale completely. Slowly start to come out. Place the fingertips onto the floor. Roll the feet onto the mat. Extend the legs to your best ability. They don't have to come straight. Fingertips are out in front of you. Open the feet out. Toes point out. Heels come together. Bend the knees. The knees follow the same direction as your toes, and your heels stay together. This is called the frog. Your heels are lifted as high as possible. You're on the balls of the feet. Inhale to lengthen through the heart space, gaze forward. Exhale, try to straighten the legs, relax the neck, and fold over the legs. Twice more. Inhale, bend, look forward, heels lift. Exhale, stretch and fold. Inhale, bend, you're on the balls of the feet, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold, warming up the legs. Point the toes forward, heel toe the feet as wide as your hips for more stability. Once more, inhale halfway. Maybe you notice a lot more space at the back of the body. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come up with the straight, strong spine. Come up all the way up, hands reach above the head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close the eyes. Take a breath in, peel the body. Complete breath out. Lift your toes and spread them as wide as you can. So you really want to spread the toes as wide apart as you can. And then set the toes onto the floor one by one. I find this super annoying, but it helps to build that awareness to the whole root chakra, our connection, our foundation, our sense of stability with the earth. You can lower the arms alongside the body. Keep this connection. Inhale the arms high, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to soften the knees as you descend. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot back. Gently lower the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, rise, Kapiyasana, and you can just place your hands onto your hips so that you can work the hips deeper on towards the floor. You really want to make sure your tailbone is pointing to the floor as much as possible so there is no uncomfortable arch in your lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Breathe in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper. One more breath in. Exhale, half splits. If you know that you have tight hamstrings, use blocks or something similar underneath the hands. Your hips are on top of the back knee. So even though it's called half splits, we're not like completely halfway to splits. Hips are on top of the back knee. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. This will help you stabilize. Flex through the right toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Use the lower belly to lengthen, pull the tail back, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. Pull the lower belly in. Exhale, fold. This will help you get closer to the right thigh. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Remove your blocks if you use them. Rebend the right knee. Plant the hands. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. See if you can make this a silent, graceful transition. So you really need to press the floor away and compress. Pick up the right foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg back and up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. 2 breaths. Feel your weight equally on both of your hands, on all of your fingertips. Left toes point forward. Can you point the right knee high and let the right heel fall towards your right buttock? Inhale, come up high up onto the left toes. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, and step the foot on the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee, untuck the back toes, low lizard. You might need to move the left foot more back because we want to have the right knee at least on top of the right ankle, maybe even behind it, because when the hips begin to open up, we don't want to end up here. Okay? First variation, you can just have the hands onto the floor, take a deep breath in, roll the shoulders back, exhale, let the hips sink down. Maybe this is enough. If you want more, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, right hand comes on the inner right leg. Roll the shoulders back. If you want to take it one step deeper, you can bend the back knee and reach for the back foot. Again, spreading wide through the heart space, and you can use that right hand to pull the left heel closer towards your buttocks, but it's totally fine if you stay in the first variation. Soften your jaw, shoulders away from the ears. Each inhale, you expand through the front of the body. Each exhale, let the hips sink down a little bit deeper without forcing anything. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Both hands on the inside of the right foot. Plug back into the right big toe. Tuck the left toes under. Lift the left knee. Walk your fingertips a little bit further forward. Inhale, step the left foot to the outside of the mat and sit down, Yogi Squat. If this feels like too much for you, you can put a block underneath your bum. We'll stay here for just 1 breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet, hip width apart. Toes point forward, heels behind the toes. Inhale, come up all the way up to standing. Hands reach above your head. Exhale, straight away, forward fold, leading with the heart. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step the right foot back. Gently lower the right knee, untuck the right toes. Inhale, rise, Kapiyasana. Place the hands onto your hips. And even though our aim here is to get deep into the hips and sink them down, you still want to activate the legs, so we're not just hanging completely. Squeeze the inner legs towards one another. Feel as if you're pulling the left heel back and the right knee forward, kind of like you're gathering a lot of energy into the center line. Breathe in, soften the shoulders. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Make sure the tailbone points as much to the floor as possible. Breathe in. Exhale a little bit deeper. Relax your forehead, soften the jaw. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands. Frame the left foot with your hands. Half splits. Use the blocks underneath the hands if the back of the left leg is feeling sticky. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Flex through the left toes. Again, use the lower belly to lengthen and get closer to the left thigh. So you really need to pull it in to point the tailbone back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck, twice more. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Plant the hands on either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. See if you can make this transition again graceful and silent. Press the floor away. Compress the left thigh to your belly and see if you can pick up the left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Right toes point forward, equal pressure on both of your hands. Breathe as you open the left knee up and let the left heel fall towards your left buttock. Inhale, high up onto the right toes. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, and step the foot on the outside of the hand. Gently lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Option to stay here in any variation. Inhale for length, shine the heart forward. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit deeper onto the floor. If you'd like to add on, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Left hand on the inner left leg. If you'd like to take it a step deeper, catch the right foot with your left hand. If it happens that your hips lift a lot while you do this, it's not really achieving the goal of the pose, which is to open up the hips and get deeper into the body. So if that happens, ease off, respect your body, accept what is. Try not to force your body to be any different than it is. Giving it the time to open. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release both hands on the inside of the left foot. Plug back into the left big toe. Lift the back knee. Walk your fingertips a little bit further forward. Inhale, step the right foot to the top of the mat and sit down, Yogi Squat. Breathe in, lengthen, press onto the heels. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet hip width apart and surrender down. Inhale, come up all the way up to standing. Hands reach above your head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bring the thumbs to the sternum. Take a deep breath in. Complete breath out. Bring your feet together. Your big toes are touching, but there's a little space between your heels. Inhale for chair pose, bend your knees and sit down. Transfer your weight a little bit more onto the heels. Imagine that you're sitting your butt way back to the back of the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, pop the heels off of the floor, lift them high, push them forward. Important that your legs are together and so that you can squeeze the legs, the heels together. Maybe you bring the hands to heart, breathe in. Exhale, can you sit a little bit lower while keeping the heels high? One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower the heels down, straighten the legs and fold. Heel toe the feet hip width apart. Couple of options here. You can grab the big toes with the peace sign fingers and fold. If you'd like a little bit more, you can walk the hands underneath the feet and let the toes massage the wrists. You can still keep the knees as bent as you need to. Let the back of the body, let the legs just release for a moment. Forward folds are always an opportunity for you to slow down the breath, to let the body cool down for a moment. Release the hands. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands and step back, downward facing dog. We'll only do one vinyasa in this practice because it's a very lower body focused practice. So make it a strong one. Inhale, way forward, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice how it feels to reset. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Notice how much more space you have. Inhale back to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose, and softly step the right foot in between the hands. Stabilize the legs. Inhale, rise, high lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper into that right knee? Make sure the right knee is on top of the right ankle and it tracks to the same direction as your right big toe. You're high up on the back toes, on the ball of the left foot, so you really feel that left leg engage and energize. Breathe in. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. Maybe you need to lengthen your stance a little bit. Breathe in. Sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Feel the burn. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, bring the right fingertips onto the floor. Can you sink deeper into the right knee? Firm the outer edge of the left foot onto the floor. Tuck your tailbone under. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand onto your left hip. Move the right fingertips in front of the right toes. Maybe they're on a block. Inhale to launch, half moon. Fly the left hip on top of the right one. Either point or flex through the left toes. In any case, it's alive. Feel the right foot dancing on the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Square yourself to the top of the mat. Maybe you need to put blocks underneath the hands. We'll switch. Left hand is on a floor, on a block. Inhale the right hand up. Twisted half moon. Keep the left leg as lifted as possible. Breathe in. As you exhale, slow it down, step the left foot way back. We'll come into exalted high lunge. Right hand on your lower back, fingertips point down, left hand up and over. Find a deep back bend by bending the right knee and by pressing the hips forward using the right hand. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand to the top of the mat. Inhale the right hand up, twist. Roll onto the outer edges of both of your feet, fall in lunge, let the hips sink down. You need to flex the feet a lot here. Maybe you need to slide the right foot more back, it makes it a little bit softer. Let the left shoulder come up to the left ear. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the right hand forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold over to the left side of the mat. Pivot the toes slightly in, heel slightly out, and fold. Whichever variation with the arms that feels good to you. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, low lunge to the front. All of your toes point forward, bend the right knee, plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg back and up. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat, to the back of the mat rather. Kick the right leg high, standing split. So take it to your own degree. You decide how much you want to feel, always. Inhale, kick the right leg a little bit higher. Exhale, right knee to nose, curl in. Root onto the left foot. Inhale, slowly rise. Stork pose at the top of the mat. Exhale, figure four chair. Hook the right ankle on top of the left thigh, hands to heart, and sit down a little bit deeper. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, back to stork pose, right knee to chest. Exhale, eagle, wrap the right leg over and right arm under. And in all of these balancing poses, pull the pelvic muscles in and squeeze your belly in. This will help you feel lighter and more stable. This is your root lock. Inhale, back to stork pose. Left hand on your left hip. Reach for the right big toe with the peace sign fingers. Inhale for length. Exhale, see if you can extend the right leg out in front of you. Maybe it has a generous bend in the knee, that's totally fine. Breathe in. As you exhale, open the leg to the side. Maybe the knee is bent, maybe the leg is straight. Whew. Feel your connection with the left foot and with the earth. Notice your relationship with your foundation. Is it wobbly? Is it trusting? Inhale. Exhale, tree pose, right foot on the inside of the left leg. If you need more stability right now, place the foot on the ankle with your toes on the mat. In any case, the right knee wings out. One more breath in. Exhale fully. Inhale the right knee to the chest, pull it in. Exhale, set the right foot down. You should be standing at the back of the mat. Give the legs a little shake, give the body a little wiggle. Loosen up for a moment. Find mountain pose at the back of your mat. Root the feet down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the arms high, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold, diving down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat, downward facing dog. Take your time to settle in. Deep breath in. Maybe sigh it out. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step the left foot through. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Squeeze the legs into the center line. Also in all of the lunging poses, start to pull the pelvic muscles in and up and squeeze your belly in. This will help you feel lighter and more stable. Soften the shoulders. You're high up on the back toes. Breathe in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Maybe you need to lengthen your stance. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. If you want to take it a little less deeper, left forearm on your left thigh. Breathe in. Exhale, look down, right hand on your right hip, left fingertips in front of the left toes. Maybe the left hand is on a block. Inhale, half moon. Carry that right hip on top of the left one. Make sure your left toes point forward. If you feel stable, reach the right hand to the sky. Either point or flex through the right toes. Feel the left foot dancing on the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the right hand underneath the right shoulder, square the hips to the top of the mat. Right hand will remain on the floor or on a block. Inhale the left hand up, twisted half moon. See if you can press the floor away with the left hand, lift the right leg a little bit higher, inhale. Exhale, slow it down, step the right foot way back. Exalted high lunge, left hand on your lower back, fingertips point down, right hand up and over. Lunge deep into the left knee and see if you can push your hips forward with the left hand and find a back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the top of the mat. Inhale the left hand up. Turn all of your toes over to the left side. Flex the feet a lot. Left hand reaches back. You can shrug the right shoulder up to your right ear. Fallen lunge. Inhale to lift the hips. Exhale, turn over to the right side, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes slightly in, heel slightly out. If you'd like more sensation, have your feet closer together. If you'd like less sensation, bring your feet further apart. Any variation with the arms that feels good for you. 2 more breaths. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Bend the left knee, all of your toes point forward. Plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, standing splits. Kick the left leg as high as you want. Fold over the right one, inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, curl in. Inhale to rise, Stork Pose. You're standing on your right leg. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Bend the right knee, hook the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Inhale, stork, working that right leg. Exhale, eagle, bend the right knee, wrap the left leg over the right one, left arm under, right arm over. Sink deep. Inhale, back into stork, release. Right hand on your right hip. Left hand reaches for the left big toe. Take a big breath in. Can you lengthen? Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, maybe straighten the left leg. If there's a big bend in the left knee, that's totally fine. Breathe in. Exhale, open the left leg to the side. Bend or straight. Breathe in. Exhale, tree pose. Set it up your way. Just make sure the left foot is not on your right knee. This is your opportunity to feel grounded, to steady the breath. Inhale the left knee to your chest, compress. Exhale, set the left foot down. Give your body a little shake. You're doing great. Then we'll find mountain pose at the back of the mat. Root the feet down. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms high, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips. Notice all of that space at the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Maybe side out. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot through. Walk your fingertips further forward. Inhale, standing split, kick the left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose, curl in, round. Root onto the right foot. Know your foundation. Inhale, rise, stork pose. Now you're at the top of the mat. Exhale, set the left foot down next to the right one. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Reach your hands high. Inhale, lift the heels. Come up as high up onto the balls of the feet as you can. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze Mula Bandha, your root lock. Inhale. Exhale, start to bend the knees, sit into chair. Keep the heels lifted. Bring the hands to heart and keep sitting down until you can sit onto the heels. Knees point forward, shoulders over the hips. If you need to place the fingertips onto the floor, that's totally fine. We're gonna play a little bit. Make sure you don't look to left or to the right. Maybe first see what's gonna happen. Inhale. As you exhale, you can try to go hands free or use the hands. Roll onto your back, come into plow. Tuck the chin in, inhale. Exhale, roll back forward. Step the right foot onto the floor. You're gonna come into standing splits again. If it didn't quite work out, that's totally fine. You get to practice it a little bit more. It's a fun journey. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot way back. Gently lower the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale the right hand high. Maybe you stay here. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, bend the back knee and reach for the foot or the ankle. Idea here is that your right knee and your right big toe keep pointing forward. They don't wing out. Keep sinking the hips deep. Let the shoulder blades glide back towards one another so that the heart space can open. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release. Both hands onto the floor. Heel toe the right foot over to the left. Pigeon. Take your time to set it up. Hopefully it feels a little bit more open than normally if you have practiced pigeon before. Take a big breath in, soften the shoulders down. As you exhale, sink down. I want your forehead resting on something, so maybe it's the block, maybe it's the floor. Relax. If you're feeling a lot right now, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. 3 more breaths. Next, inhale, rise back up, plant the hands, lift the upper body up. Roll onto your right buttock so that you can extend the left leg forward. Sole of the right foot comes on the inside of the left leg. Right knee wings out. Flex through the left toes. Inhale the hands high. Exhale, fold. Releasing the back side of the body. You can bend your left knee as much as you need to. Relax the neck, shoulders away from the ears. Again, you can use your lower belly to lengthen. Pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it in deeper. Activate the root lock so you can get closer to the left thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Release the root lock. Exhale to squeeze. Compress. One more breath in. Exhale fully. Inhale, roll up to seated. Head will come up last. Take that right leg, plant the foot onto the floor and take it over the left thigh. Plug into the right big toe. Keep flexing through the left toe so the foot stays alive. Take the right hand behind you. You're light on the hand or maybe you're on the fingertips. Hug the right thigh to your belly, to your chest with your left arm. Inhale to lengthen. Find length through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist, and maybe you gaze just past your right shoulder. Roll your shoulders back. Hug the shoulder blades together. Keep flexing through the left toes. Breathe in. Breathe out and release. A little counter twist. Take your fingertips over to the left side, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Extend both legs. Give them a little shake, a little wiggle. In your own way, make your way back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale back to 3-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step the left foot through. Walk the fingertips further forward. Inhale, standing split, fold over the left leg. Exhale, right knee to nose, curl in. Root onto the left foot, know your foundation. Inhale, rise, activate Mula Bandha as you come up, helps you feel lighter. Stork Pose, hands high, breathe in. Exhale, set the right foot down next to the left one, big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Look to one non-moving point out in front of you. Inhale, lift your heels, come up onto the balls of the feet. It's okay to wobble. Squeeze the legs together and start to sit down into chair. Try not to arch through the lower back. Pull the belly in, hug the ribs in. Bring the hands to heart and slowly see if you can sit onto the heels. Whew. Squeeze everything into the midline. That's your center, that's your core. So again, we're gonna roll into pull-out. You can go hands-free, you can use the hands. Breathe in. Exhale, come lay down, round your spine, legs on top of the head. Breathe in. Exhale, roll the spine back onto the floor. Step the left foot down like a washing machine. Spin, 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 right leg to the sky, standing split. Beautiful, breathe in. Exhale, step the right foot way back. Frame the left foot with your hands, gently lower the right knee, untuck the right toes. Inhale the left hand, high twist. If you feel like you have more space, reach for the right foot behind you. Left knee, left big toe, point forward. Work the hips towards the floor. Slow down the breath. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release. Both hands to the top of the mat. Heel toe the left foot over to the right. Pigeon. Extend the right leg long behind you. Take your time to set it up so you can wiggle the hips a little bit deeper onto the floor. Hopefully the pigeon feels a lot more available, a lot more accessible than normally. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold down. If you're feeling a lot right now, take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. 3 more breaths. Plant the hands down. Inhale, lift the upper body up. Sit onto your left buttock. Extend the right leg forward. Sole of the left foot on the inside of the right leg. Flex through the right toes. Make sure your sitting bones are nice and equal on the mat. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, think of length, rippling forward. Exhale for depth. One more breath. Next, inhale, rise. Take that left foot, plant it on the floor, take it over the right thigh, plug into the left big toe, ground the inside of the left foot, flex through the right toes, take your left hand behind you, hug the left thigh to your belly with your right hand. The left hand is just a light on the mat. Maybe you're on the fingertips to ensure that. Roll the shoulders back, hug the shoulder blades together. Inhale for length. Exhale, deepen the twist, and maybe you shift the gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly unravel, a little counter twist. Take your hands over to the right side, round. Breathe in, breathe out. Come to center, release the left leg, give your legs a little shake. They've been holding you up very strong today. Cross the ankles, the shin bones, or in any way that suits your body. Come into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Bring the knees onto the mat, child's pose. Take a breath in. Bring your third eye onto the floor or onto a block. Breathe out. Feeling supported by the earth. Inhale to come up seated, so that you're seated on the heels. Take your legs on either side, so that you can just extend them forward. Seated forward fold. You might want to remove the flesh out of the sitting bones. Flex through the feet. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, root the sitting bones onto the floor and bend your knees as much as you need to stand up tall here, to sit up tall here. Inhale for lengthen, pull the belly in. Exhale, root. One more, inhale, lengthen through the sides of the body. Exhale, fold over the legs. Again, you decide how much you want to feel here. Feel free to challenge yourself. Feel free to ease off if you feel like your body is still feeling sticky. If there is any pain, definitely come out. Respect your body. Build that awareness to even the details. One more breath. Inhale, rise, head will come up last. Bend your knees, plant your feet onto the floor. You'll need a block for the shapes that we will do on the floor. So have it within hands reach. Roll onto the back. Setting up for bridge pose, again, make sure you can grace your heels with the middle fingers. You might need to step the heels a bit closer. We won't be using the block for this time. Inhale, lift the hips, press onto the heels. Lift your right leg, flex the foot as if you want to kick the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, let the hips hover, lower almost to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, hug the left thigh into the center line. Inhale, lift. And this time, hook the right ankle on top of the left thigh, figure four shape. Slowly lower the spine, the hips onto the floor. Open your arms wide into a T shape. Shift your hips a little bit to the right and let the legs fall over to the left. You keep that figure four shape and you plant the right foot onto the floor. Right knee wants to point up. Release any effort. Steady the breath. Deep breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, lift the legs back up and center. Keep the figure four shape. With your right hand, with the peace sign fingers of the right hand, reach for the right big toe. Right leg will be in happy baby. Left leg will be in sleeping butterfly. It's a very awkward shape because it's asymmetrical and you probably don't do this every day. If it's too much on the left leg, plant the foot down, knee points up. So no sleeping butterfly. Try to work the right knee towards the floor, just next to your armpit. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Roll the shoulders down. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Bring the left foot down, left knee points up. Release the right foot onto the floor. You're back in bridge. Inhale, lift the hips. Kick the left leg high. Flex the foot as if you want to plant your foot onto the ceiling. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, let the hips hover. Inhale, lift, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, let the hips hover. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, figure four, left ankle on top of the right thigh. Slowly lower the hips down. Open the arms, palms face up. Shift the hips a little bit to the left and let the legs fall over to the right. Sole of the left foot is on the floor. Left knee wants to point up. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the figure four shape. Inhale, lift the legs back up and center. Make sure your hips are in the center line. With your left hand, reach for the left big toe. Happy baby in the left. Sleeping butterfly on the right. If it's too much on the right leg, feel free to just plant the right foot down, point the right knee up. Half happy baby. Tuck your chin in a little bit and roll the shoulder blades together, shoulders towards the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Release. Bring the right foot onto the floor. Right knee points up. Sorry, release the left leg. And from here, lift your hips so that you can put a block underneath the lowest part of your spine. your tailbone, and you really want your pelvis supported. We won't stay in bridge, we'll extend the legs towards the ceiling. So you really want to make yourself stable on your block. Arms alongside the body, lift the right leg, lift the left leg. If it's too much with the block, you can remove it. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If you need to come off of the block for a moment and readjust it so that your pelvis feels nice and supported, feel free to do that. Close the eyes. Notice how it feels to have the legs on top of the head. See if you can really allow your pelvis and your tailbone to sink down onto the block. Each exhale, just sinking down. 3 more breaths. It's okay if the legs are shaking. You're reversing the circulation. This will help you feel more energized. Slowly sit the feet down. Lift your hips a little bit so that you can remove your block, and slowly, slowly, slowly lower the upper back, the mid back, the lower back, the tailbone. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Knock the knees together. Broken bridge. Take a breath into the lower back. Exhale fully, feel it grounding. Switch the legs so you heel toe the feet together and the knees fall apart. Sleeping butterfly. Place your hands wherever it feels comfortable for you. Eyes closed. Feel the breath. Feel the body. Come back to your intention for the practice. Notice what you have been able to cultivate throughout this practice. Notice what you have been able to release in this practice. And just become honest with yourself. Acknowledge to yourself if you were pushing it a lot or if you were able to respect your body. This is a moment to check in, but it doesn't mean that you need to be hard on yourself. Remember that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale fully. Use your hands, bring the knees together, hug the knees into the chest. Take a big breath in, and at the top, hold. Tuck your chin in, squeeze the knees in, and hold. Hold, retain the breath. Squeeze the pelvic muscles in and up. Open your mouth side out, Savasana. Take your time to settle in, to get comfortable. Feel free to stay here in Savasana for as long as you need to. Find that sense of grounding. Allow the benefits of the practice sink into your body. Thank you for practicing with me. It was my honor. Namaste.